at the best also to win for the West Mugirango MP seat. On this question, very many Kenyans are trying to get what I call a crisis identity, to take advantage of Kibaki name and associate themselves with Kibaki. For example, the Standard has disclosed the governor for Machakos and the candidate for ODM seat in Westlands, Kisii. They have given some emotional outbursts on what really happened at KICC. It is very unfortunate. It is very unfortunate that this is coming from people who were in positions of government. Twitter, PS that time, still appears now, cannot start now giving out stories of information that came to his possession by virtue of his office. And this is a serious indictment that public service. We are now getting people who are sitting in public service who do not understand how the code of secrecy and the oath, this information cannot be verified.
Yeah.
The elections were declared a winner. The politics of the behind scenes of how this show is being managed by the producers behind is not for the public domain. So I think that we shall be demanding an apology from the governor of Machakos and Kisii that such utterances are baseless. They are not anywhere. They simply want to get the people seeing that they were heroes. Remember, there is a battle bit in Ukambani. We started it with who becomes the governor, who becomes the deputy president. The running mate of Raila Odinga, is it Mutua, Governor Mutua? Is it Professor Governor Senator Kivuda? Is it Governor Ngilu and the rest? That should not completely close our eyes to what Kibaki did as a hero. All this, to me, is crisis, taking advantage of the mourning that we are mourning, people to be relevant. Of great importance is that Kibaki, for the first time, managed crisis, two crises that we very, very well. The first one, in 1974, there was a clamor to change the constitution because the late President Jomo Kenyatta was reaching his sunset years. There was a serious battle, and Kibaki and Njonjo, the late, were part of that battle. Kibaki, on one side, stood by the law and said, we cannot tribalize the politics of succession. If Moi is by law supposed to take power in the event of the death of the president, within 90 days an election is done, that is the law. He stood firm and managed that crisis. The country was going to collapse. The Ngorokos, people had started organizing themselves in ragtag militias called Ngorokos and the others. So Kibaki did that. Number two, in 2007, in 2002, Kibaki stood firm and said he will carry the ticket of Kenyans and deliver Kenyans out of the yoke of Kanu. A very strong position he took. He was unwell. He was completely down. He stood firm and liberated the country and managed that crisis very well. The third issue is the elections of 2007. Kibaki, for the first time, after the elections were done, he magnanimously said we can share power. If he was a selfish man, if he was, say, a guy says, oh, I've been given the sword, I'm the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, all the soldiers get out and crush the opposition, this country could not be where it is. He accepted to share power for the sake of the republic. For the sake of the republic. A similar thing that President Uhuru Kenyatta has done in the handshake, that how do we manage this crisis? Are we going to regiment ourselves and keep firm and say, I'm entitled, I'm the commander-in-chief, we can't share? So when you look at those 3 occasions, Kibaki comes out as the only president who could, politicians say they listen to the ground. Kibaki was listening and seeing what the ground wants. And therefore, to me, he exemplifies give and take. He exemplifies magnanimity, and he exemplifies the public good against his selfish interest.
All right.